What's going on YouTube? Today's video, we have the brand new Pidisibo. I'm not entirely sure on how to pronounce it, but this is an Android tablet and it's only 150 bucks. This is true value in terms of your money. Let's get straight into it. Let's start off with the unboxing experience first. So when you unbox it for the first time, you are greeted with the tablet itself on the top. Underneath the layer, you do have all of your extra goodies and accessories that usually do not come with devices like this ever. You have a screen protector, a keyboard, and a case, all included. And they're decent startups. On the side, you also have more accessories like a pen with a stylus on the back, a charger with the cable, a SIM ejection tool, and I believe that's it. But that's a lot of value in terms of this retailing for about $150. This is one of the tablets I would recommend for people that really don't want to spend a crap ton of money on an iPad or anything, and especially if you break an iPad, it's good for the kids, okay? You're looking for a Christmas present, you don't want to buy them an iPad, or you need a replacement, like as an iPad, this is probably your best bet. The kids aren't going to really know the difference. It looks exactly like an iPad in terms of the chassis. It has two cameras here. One's at 15 megapixel and I believe the other one's at 5 megapixel. So you got dual cameras there. You also have a front camera here or 5 megapixels, as well as your flash there. It's not meant to be for recording or taking videos and stuff like that, but it has that option available. It records at 1080p, and then obviously you have your cameras and everything else like that in order to do that. That's what it looks like right now. I just took a picture of my speaker and some other stuff around my room with the built-in flash, no flash, and some professional lighting. So you can see the difference between the three. This is the camera, which you can also access by doing the quick toggle, double click the power button. This is what it looks like. You have a bunch of settings in here. So you have where you want the storage path to be. If you have like a hard drive, you can choose however you want. Quick capture settings, volume for the shutter, picture size, 4:3 or 1:1. So you have a bunch of camera settings in there. On the top, you do have your filters. So there's a bunch of filters when it comes to that. You have your flash, and then you have your Google Lens there at the top, which we're not going to do. So let's go back to the camera. We do have a bunch of modes here. So we do have panorama, which obviously you know how panorama is. You do have pro feature, which will give you all of your camera settings in terms of color, white balance, ISO, autofocus, and then your shutter speed as well as your exposure. It's able to get really good. It's a little bit laggy when it comes to the camera. In terms of just the regular camera, you do also have just a regular capture. You also have video, which this one is capable of doing 1080p at 30 frames per second or 720p, but no 60 FPS when it comes to the video. But you know, it's pretty bad camera. Is able to do slow motion at HD 720. I don't know what that means. HD and 720, 120 FPS. And then we also have time lapse and more options. So the more, you just have a QR code and the night mode. In terms of the device itself, if we take a look at it, aluminum build. It is a boxy finish and it looks similar to a iPad Air. The buttons here on the bottom right of the device, which is kind of interesting. I wish it would have been up higher. The only thing is that this does not have Face ID, it does not have in-fingerprint display, and doesn't have any actual fingerprint sensor at all. So you have to only unlock it with the, the digits here. That's it. That's the only way to unlock it. In terms of the OS, it is a standard basic, Google OS sort of. That's exactly what it is, and it's 11 inches. So you have a lot of screen real estate. It gets decently bright, not crazy bright. You're not gonna get blinded by it, but it's a comfortable viewing experience, which I really like. It's nice. It's lightweight. It's thin in terms of this, so I really appreciate that. Scrolling is really good. It's a 60 hertz panel. The viewing angles are really good as well. Like I said, you have your volume rocker as well as your power on button, as well as a microphone here at the top. This is a horizontal setup, so that's where the camera is going to be horizontally rather than on the top here where the tablet would normally be. I keep on saying this is an iPad, but it's not an iPad. These have stereo speakers, so you have two here and to here, top and bottom. The most important feature is it has a headphone jack and USB-C. A SIM ejection as well as a storage expansion slot, so you can extend this up to like a terabyte, I believe. This comes with 128 gigabytes, and in terms of memory, this is it says right here that it's a 6 gig model with a 12 gig expansion. Not entirely sure what that means, if it's 18 gigs total or if it's virtual, if they download it around. I really don't know. It's not a laggy unit. Like, you're not going to really have a bunch of stutters or lags when it comes to this. It's optimized Android, so you're rarely going to have that. And even if you do, it's not going to be crazy noticeable. So yeah, that's pretty much the rest of the chassis. Obviously, it's aluminum build. In terms of the speakers, this is what it sounds like. That's way better than any other speaker on a tablet that I've experienced on older gen models, of course, and even some phones. Like the phone that I have here, it's a really good phone, but it's a mono speaker. So there's no top firing speaker, it's only one. This one does not sound good whatsoever. Like, they shouldn't even put a speaker because it sounds that bad. This is actually immersive, and this actually sounds really good. All right, now I want to show you guys the accessories because yes, the case is fully adjustable, so you can actually choose it to any viewing angle. Also, to set up the keyboard, you just turn it on, press the pairing button, and then you go into settings, Bluetooth, and you're good to go. You could change a bunch of things when it comes to this in terms of brightness, volume. It has a Google Assistant activation. You have keyboard presses, and it sounds good, looks good, it's thin, portable, easy to fit in a bag or just travel with. But yeah, I'm not even joking. The speakers on this sound pretty good. It's really immersive. I like that it's stereo, and they get pretty loud too. So this is what it looks like. I think it's very doable. Like, obviously it's not going to be an OLED. Obviously it's not going to be top of the line specs, but it looks good. A little bit of lag there. Oh, that's because it needed the battery saver. We're at 10% by the way, so this is a little stress test in terms of the battery. And I'll get into the battery life, how it's been. I never fully charged it yet. It came out of the box about 70% charged. It's not gonna be a crazy number since I haven't been using it constantly, but I've been using it for a while. I've been actually playing Plants vs Zombies. This is one of my favorite games. I don't know if we could pick them all. No, we can't, so we'll get rid of that one. Start off with the sun. The power of the sun in the palm of my hands. All right, grab another sun. So in terms of responsiveness, obviously it's really good. Sound quality is really good. I have no complaints. Like, I mean, I would honestly use this as a daily driver. I probably, if it wasn't good, I was gonna like just get rid of it. But because it actually is good, I might keep it because it's usable. All right, and in terms of battery life, let's go and show you guys what that looks like. Obviously, you do have your widgets here, so you can easily adjust the brightness, which that's what that looks like, and it's a cool white temperature. You can have the auto rotate, do DND as well, some other stuff there. So let's go and check out the settings. In terms of the settings, obviously, Wi-Fi, VPN, Bluetooth. This is a pretty fast Bluetooth, and it's really good. So the battery percentage, we're at 8% now. Battery usage since the last full charge, you can see I used it from Sunday all the way to Friday. Obviously I didn't use it for that entire time. 2.5 hours of screen time, and that was about like 75% ish. So from 75% to 8%, 2.5 hours, and it tells you like which one dropped the most. So I've been using this for 44 minutes, 19% of the battery. Smart Piano for 30 minutes, 12% of battery. So you can do the math. Obviously, it'll depend on your usage. If obviously a kid is going to use this, it'll last them probably 4 to 8 hours. It just depends. And I had max brightness on like during the entire time just because I wanted to drain it a little bit faster. But you can see, I mean, scrolling speed, really nice. And yeah, you don't have a lot. So these are all the on-device ones. There's a total of 9. They don't look very good, so I would use your own photo in order to have your own wallpaper. But yeah, so that's that. You have accessibility options here. You can see all those. Extra dim is available on there. Vibration and haptics. We are in Android version 14, and that's the version we're updated to. In terms of the tablet, really good value, especially for 150 bucks. No complaints whatsoever, except for actually this, but it's just hard to get used to. I guess it's meant for this version, so it's a little bit easier to get used to. And when you do orient it, it's inverted, so I don't really like that. I wish it was volume up on this side, volume down on that side, but it's volume up on this side, volume down on that side. I don't know if you could change it, but I mean, if you get past that, it doesn't really matter either way. But really nice iPad, and this comes in two colors: a green and I believe a pink version. So I honestly think it's worth it. Good value. Check it out. Link in the description down below.